Imagine a video game community that largely consists of children ranging from ages 6 to 18 years old. Now, imagine that community communicating. Thousands of players online every single day. You see friends talking and laughing. You see players getting good at the game. You sometimes catch a modder, and sometimes you can catch toxic players. But nothing can get worse than toxic players. Right? Wrong. Because I'm about to prove to you that there are some bad apples. But in this particular case, this one bad apple just so happens to be rotten. A little under 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and a little under 70,000 followers on TikTok, with some of his YouTube shorts reaching over 1 million views and some of his TikToks reaching over 100,000 views. And when you go to his homepage on any of his socials, you may see innocence on the surface. But when you dig deeper into the videos that he's creating, you see something else.
I have gained immense aura. I am a fairy. You already know who it is. It's a VR. And like the name, I can grow.
Oh, I'm thinking it. I'm repeating it. Oh.
As you can see on screen, some of the clips being shown is pure AI slop, and other clips hide sexual jokes.
My name is the VR, and I have an erection.
Right off the bat, you may find this guy's content to be disturbing or disgusting, or both. But if you thought that was disgusting, you will not be prepared for what I'm about to show you in this video.
I am Santa Claus, and I'm gonna give a piece of coal to all the boys and girls. Hey, would you like a piece of coal? Too bad, you're in my naughty list.
If you search up Krusty VR on the YouTube search bar, the first thing you may notice is Krusty's content. But if you scroll down and dig deep enough, you will see a video published on September 7th, 2025, made by individual PewDiePie exposing Krusty VR. And if you take a look into this video, PewDiePie covers very disturbing allegations against Krusty, not only covering his content filled with sexual jokes and AI slop, but also covering allegations of Krusty interacting with young minors when he was 17 years old. PewDiePie then provides multiple screenshots of evidence of this behavior. And most of the evidence comes from one singular person. However, this is not the only person that has witnessed Krusty's actions. Recently, there have been 2 more victims of Krusty VR that have reached out to me with their own proof/evidence of Krusty's behavior. These victims have requested that I publicly state their names, as they wish not to stay anonymous. So without further ado, meet Sparkle and Kenzie VR, the 2 primary victims I will be talking about in this video. The proof that they have showcased to me includes DMs with them in Krusty VR, and also DMs with another third party in Krusty VR. I will not state this third party's name publicly, so I will refer to them as Pink for their safety and for the sake of this video. So with all that out of the way, let's take a deep dive in to Sparkle's evidence. The DMs with Sparkle and Krusty start on April 23rd, 2023, with Sparkle reaching out to Krusty first, stating that she was an artist at the time and if he would like any art. From there, Sparkle and Krusty got to talk artists at the third The DMs with Sparkle and Krusty start on April 23rd, 2023, with Sparkle reaching out to Krusty first, stating that she was an artist at the time and if he would like any art. From there, Sparkle and Krusty got to talking. It did not take long for Krusty to start talking sexually to Sparkle. Matter of fact, this is May 1st, 2023, not even a month after Sparkle originally contacted Krusty. And according to Sparkle's evidence, there are a lot of DMs from Krusty on May 1st. The start of the DMs on May 1st go from Krusty saying that we should sleep together to Krusty just straight up venting to Sparkle.
And I quote, he said, "I really need love and it won't stop. I feel so lonely with nothing new. Honestly, every girl I see or talk to I can't help but instantly feel miserable. I'm literally just saying that when I talk to a girl, I can't make it casual."
The DMs on this day alone also include this screenshot, and this screenshot at the end of the day, where Krusty literally admits to sexualizing her. To put the nail in the coffin for Sparkle's situation, Sparkle has stated multiple times to Krusty that she was underage. And even when she states her age multiple times, the DMs with her continues. Since Sparkle said that she was an artist, there is a screenshot of Krusty making a specific request to Sparkle to make him and another individual kissing. I will not be sharing this individual's name either, and will refer to her as Yellow for her safety and for the sake of this video. Now, there are multiple red flags in this screenshot alone on why this is bad. Not only is Krusty asking a 13-year-old to make erotic work of him and another individual, she declines, and then Krusty tries to persuade her in the next DM, saying that he would pay her to make the erotic work. And that's not even the worst part, because the individual that Krusty is talking about here, Yellow, allegedly, she was as young as 11 to years old. And despite this, in one message, Krusty states that Yellow is his new girlfriend. I wish I was making this up. And staying on the topic of Yellow's personal experience with Krusty, there is a screenshot sent by Pink of Krusty venting to Pink, sending screenshots of himself harming himself and admitting to faking his death in an attempt to get Yellow's nudes. What? And speaking of Pink, we also have DMs of Krusty talking explicit towards her too. And to keep in mind, all of this evidence is coming from Sparkle. That's not even the end of it, because we also have Kenzie VR. Kenzie VR has made multiple guest appearances on Krusty's channel.
Hey, would you like a piece of coal? No. Too bad, you're in my naughty list.
And as you might have expected, surprise, surprise, Krusty has also talked sexually to this individual as well. As you can see in these DMs, sometimes Krusty talks about his genitals, sometimes he is requesting pictures of Kenzie, and other times he's just sending gifts to her that have racial remarks to African Americans. From DMs that Kenzie has showcased to me, it's clear that Krusty says these type of things to her regularly. In the screenshot as you see here, he just straight up talks about ejaculating. And mind you, saying all of this when Kenzie was around 15 years old. As a firm reminder, as you look through these, Krusty VR is a content creator with just under 100,000 YouTube subscribers that involves himself in a community full of children. Now, I wish that this was the end of the video. However, recently we just got more information regarding Krusty. And I must warn you, it is the most disgusting thing I have ever seen. Because this not only involves Krusty, but it also involves another Axiom themselves. As previously mentioned, PewDiePie made an exposed video about Krusty VR on the 7th of September of 2025. But on November 26, 2025, 2 months after the allegations were surfaced onto the internet, the official Gorilla Tag YouTube channel put Krusty's content on the official community spotlight. There is absolutely no explanation that Gorilla Tag or another Axiom can give to justify this action, because PewDiePie's video was posted 2 months before, and the video right now as I'm recording has 120,000 views. And to top that all off, it is a proven fact that another Axiom watches PewDiePie's videos. To prove this fact, the official Gorilla Tag channel commented on one of his videos. And if you thought this fact couldn't get any worse, oh, it sure can, because in January of 2026, Krusty VR made a video on all of his socials saying that he got the Another Axiom Creator badge. And he shows proof of this by putting it on. And he also mentions that he originally got an email to be accepted into the program in October of 2025, 1 month after PewDiePie made his exposed video. So not only is he getting recognized by another Axiom themselves, he is getting rewarded by another Axiom and leaving his actions unscathed. However, this fiasco does have a bittersweet ending because Gorilla Tag noticed that he received the badge, and in less than 48 hours, they removed the badge from his account.
Guys, I was kicked from the program.
Well, that's great, right? Well, there's still questions that need to be answered. How the hell did he get the badge in the first place? Because we can all agree that no company wants to be involved with any sort of predators. So the logical conclusion is this: they do not do any background checks. This is not the only time that another Axiom has screwed up with choosing their creators. So this is the most logical conclusion to make. So with this conclusion in mind, I have a message for another Axiom, and it is, get your shit together. It's clear that you are not taking the necessary precautions when choosing your creators, and this needs to be fixed immediately. I do not mean to slander or defame your company or name in any way. However, after looking at this drama, all of us can agree that you need to fix this. self-esteem themselves